how you doing? You are most welcome to my YouTube channel, my social media platform, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my X, and I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to talk about how to rediscover yourself from separation or divorce as a single mother. And thumbs up for all the single mothers there. You're doing an amazing job. You're working super hard to ensure that the children you're raising as a single mom are having the best life. And if things are hard for you, I know it's not what you prayed for, but I hope you stay hanging there and you'll get out there someday. As a single mother, you may be wondering after divorce, separation, what are you going to do next? What to do in rediscovering yourself after separation or divorce. One thing to do is consider how you separate. You sometimes don't know that, most especially when you're separating and you're wedded in church, how you're separating matters. That is either going to determine how you're going to stay in that, you're going to stay friends, you're going to co-parent in a proper way, or you're going to involve police, courts, or you're going to have an agreement that this is not going to work for me and I feel we should go separate ways. That is very important. Knowing how you separate, considering how you separate, will help decide or determine how you're going to relate with the person. If you decide in terms of property, you say, okay, we are not involved in court, but you can take this, I take this. That can also make you plan well for your future after separating with someone or after divorcing with someone. If you're not married and you're not legally married, then you also, considering how you separate is will determine, are you going to still have a communication with that person? Agreeing that it's normal to tell people that this is not working and you feel like we should go separate ways. So considering how you separate will help you rediscover yourself after separation or a divorce. Point number 2 is use smart goals to take back control of your life. What I mean by smart goals is set goals that you know you can attain in while taking control back in your life. And what do I mean by this? The goals you set should be specific. That is, you're able to, it's sensible enough, it is simple and significant into your life. For example, if you separated from your wife or your husband or your boyfriend and you want to heal, so the goals you're going to set is 1, cut communication. Let that be simple. Cut communication through, cut back and forth communication with them, like respond, sending you a message, you're replying. Those are goals you set. Once you set those goals, you'll be able to achieve and you'll be able to redesign yourself and have control over your life. Number 2 is let those goals you're setting be measurable enough, meaningful and motivating. For example, if I say for 1 week, for me to try to get over, time is the best healer. But when you say, I want to get over this person for 1 week, you set like measurable. Let's say 1 week I want to, no contact, no messaging, no communicating. That is very measurable, because as 1 week passes by and realize you can live without these people, without this person, then you'll start healing. You'll start having control back in your life. Number three is let this goal be achievable, attainable. Can you cut communication with this person you're breaking up with? Can you cut communication with this person you're separating with? Once you know you can cut communication with this person you're breaking up with, then you'll be able to achieve it. You'll be able to heal. You'll be able to have control of your own life. Then the goal should be relevant in that reasonable, realistic, and resource result oriented. You say, I was in this relationship and this person has been the one providing. How can I come back? How can I take control of my financial status? How can I take control of my well being? So let these goals you're setting in be realistic and be relevant to make you a better person than yesterday. Also, let the goal be time bound. Okay, what I mean by time bound, time limited, and time costly, and time sensitive. In that period, be like, this is how I'll overcome this. So through that, you're going to be able to have control of yourself after separation with someone, which is not easy. But when you stick to the goal, you will achieve it and you'll be able to have control and reset yourself after separating with someone. I hope that sticks there. uh, Tip number three is for you to rediscover yourself after separation or divorce is cultivate your social support. It's very important for us to surround ourselves with positive people. People are encouraging. People are going to motivate us to do better. People are going to say, it's okay, this has happened. How can I move forward? And once you're able to have a strong social support who are positive, not negative ones, you're going to be able to move to rediscover yourself. Because this is not what we all want in life, it's not what you prayed for, but circumstances happened. And once this has happened, you need to reset back, you need to take control of your life to be a better version of yourself. So that takes time. The environment you surround yourself with, the people you surround yourself with, will determine either you're healing or you are drowning. Example, if you're broken up in a toxic marriage, a toxic relationship, as a single mother, you have children, you're navigating how you're going to manage, and you have friends who are not supportive, friends who are toxic, then you're going to have difficulty in rediscovering yourself after that trauma. So it's very important that your support system are positive and motivating. Through that, you're going to rediscover yourself after a nasty separation, a nasty breakup, a nasty divorce, and you'll be a better version of yourself as time goes on. The fourth aspect I would like to share with you is in case you've separated and you both have children, you two had kids or a child, aim for co-parenting, aim for corporate co-parenting. Wow, how can I say? Sometimes it's not really easy for people to have a cooperative co-parenting. One is because the other party has not healed, you have not healed, and you feel entitled to each other because you have children. You feel like this is this person's responsibility. And through that, you find that it's very hard for you to get over them. It's very hard for you to rediscover yourself about the child, brief and precise. If the child needs milk, communicate. Hey, I need money to buy milk. Let it be precise. Let that message not be about blaming yourself of the past of the failed relationship, how the person was the reason as why you broke up, she was the reason why that relationship is stay. He was like pinpointing someone, finger pointing each other. That will not be able to give you a positive cooperative co-parenting. Number 2 is the tone you use to communicate to the partner, to the parent, while you're cooperating should be friendly and positive. Avoid negative tones, because while you send negative tones, the person will be able to be defensive in their response, in your failed even to hope in your request. So it's very important for you to have a friendly tone while you're communicating to the father or the mother of your kid. That will give them a harmful environment to respond in a positive way, and you have a positive result for the sake of the child. Also, let the message you're sending to the parent about what you want should be informative. For example, if the kid needs fees, just say, I think I need financial assistance on the fees. The term is going to start. Let it be informative. Don't go back and forth, because that will affect you, because you'll be in a position where you can't decide what is right and what is wrong. So the communication as you're co-parenting with your partner, or the father of your kid or the mother of your kid, should be informative. It should be communication that is straight to the point, and should be a reason. It should be critical, something that is of importance. Not going, how I miss you, how you used to give me this and this, I miss how we. That doesn't apply for you who is trying to rediscover yourself after you've separated with someone. Make it informative, and this will help you to be a better version of yourself. Be firm while communicating with the parent or the father of your kid, because this is very important. Because if you let emotions override your thinking, then you're going to blunder. You're going to be on back and forth affair, which is very not good, according to me, because you'll fail to decide to move on from that relationship. Be firm in that. Be clear in stating what you need about the child. Be clear in stating what you need from him or her to provide for the child. So, and also the other aspect that is very key as you're co-parenting is ensure that before you send someone a message, read through it. Read through it, because sometimes we lose it out. Maybe there's something has sparked you. The person promised to give money, and he didn't give money, and so you send these messages saying, you think you can manage me, I'm going to take you to the police, we're going to the family court, all those things. And you don't really, when you reread through that, you will hear your tone in that message. That's why it's very important that you reread the message. After rereading it, edit and send a friendly tone message. I hope that works out for you. And in case you're struggling to co-parent, I hope this particular topic works for you and helps you to have a better co-parenting with your partner. While you're moving, prepare for your next life, for your next chapter of your life. Once this door closes, there's another door opening for you. So ensure that while you're trying to move on from a relationship, for example, if there was a children, and you're worried how are you going to start, preparing for your next chapter of your life is very important. And this will include for you to reflect on the past relationship, what didn't go wrong, what happened. And once you reflect on the past relationship, it will guide you to be a better version of yourself in the next relationship. Sometimes very, very, very hard, but it's always important to give yourself time. Give yourself sometimes people who have moved on from a relationship that is broken, a marriage that is broken, they tend to want to be single for some time to navigate. Try relationships here and then and see, is it working, is it not working, and give yourself time. I know with as time goes on, you're going to manage, you're going to navigate it. So it's always important, because if you're not able to reflect on the past relationship you've been, what would have gone better if you did ABCD, then it is going to affect you in the next chapter of your life or in the next relationship. So it's very important for you to reflect that. Then also know the signs of a positive relationship or toxic. Know the red flags and green flags. Sometimes we override the red flags from the start of a relationship or a long-term relationship, thinking the people will be better, but they never be better, they never change. So it's very important for you to know those signs before you know this is what I want. And also you go back and say, what were the positives, what were the negatives in the other relationship, and how can this work for me? How can I be a better version? Was I the toxic one? If you are the toxic one, how can you be a better version of yourself? Was I the one poor in communication? And so if you're poor in communication, how best can I make communication thorough here in the next phase of life? That is very important, because it's going to be able to help you to be a better version of yourself. The next one is take time. Okay, take time to adjust and stay hopeful. Sometimes, what can I say? Because when we break up or divorced, or we tend to jump into another relationship thinking you want to hurt to prove your ex, the other party, that you're the best. I can move on. My dear, take time. A wonderful woman, continue being who you are, and I hope you thrive in your journey of single motherhood. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe, like, share, give me a thumbs up. Let's grow together. This is a safe space for us to discuss about it. See you next time.